Swirlies, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another vintage tips and tricks video. As you can see, it is very hot and you can probably hear my fan. My fan is going in the background and I'm going to be shooting a hair video today, so I need lights or you guys won't be able to see any detail because as you can see my hair is very dark and this is with lights and natural lighting, like a combination of the two, so I can't film without them, but yeah, I'm gonna need to take fan breaks, that's for sure. So I'm double fanning it, guys. Double fanning it. But today's tutorial is going to be 3 quick and easy 5-minute hairstyles for hot days, so very appropriate. I'm gonna get on with that so that my hair is up and off of my neck, and I hope you guys like the looks. Here we go. My hair was washed a couple of days ago. You can probably see that it's a little bit greasy, but you know, running with that. The first look that I'm going to do today is a very simple like Milkmaid braid look. This is a lot simpler than it might kind of come across to be. Some of you probably could work this out yourself, but if you're struggling with it, I'll show you how I do my milk braids. Obviously I don't have a lot of hair. I'm not going to do a hair piece or anything today. I'm just going to use what I've got. So starting with my comb, I'm going to do a center part. This is always difficult on camera. Parting down the center and then continuing that part down the middle of my head. I'm not worried about if it's too perfect because it is a quick and easy hairstyle. So I've just done a part straight down the center and I'm gonna brush through my hair and I'm brushing it back and I'm aiming to start a plait about in line diagonally with my eye on my temple. So like I guess halfway through that arc of my hair. And I'm brushing the hair up and back because that's the kind of look that I like. Some people like the hair to go down, but I like it to be up this way so that when I'm finished it's got a little bit of a little kick here. And I'm going to aim to do the plait sort of central, like in this section of my hair level with my crown, so that when I do the braids they're sitting on the top of my head. Otherwise if I do them too far back they're going to be sitting behind my crown and I won't be able to see them. So at this point you're just splitting your hair into 3 and doing a plait, which I'm sure you all know how to do. Make sure your plait is nice and tight. I have all these fun little pieces that like to stick out because I did an at-home midi cut. It's alright, I can hide them later on with bobby pins. So I'm also using a brown hair tie. If you don't have a hair tie, you can actually just like use a bobby pin to end your plait and then just incorporate the hair when you connect your milk braids together over the back of your head. So I'm just going to do the other side. I like to measure that they're at the same height before starting, just in case. I don't want wonky milk braids, guys. Feeling very Pippi Longstocking now. Why is there always a piece that gets away? Always. Obviously I will fix that afterwards. Alright, at this point you are simply going to, my braids are a little bit lopsided, but it doesn't matter. It's a quick hairstyle, guys. You're literally just going to cross them over on top of your head. Now, because the ends of my hair are so skinny, when I do it, I like to boost the braid with the hairband part, so it will actually sit under here and lift the braid up a little bit. Does that make sense? So that you don't end up with like fat and then skinny kind of flat top look. So I'm going to start by pinning one braid down, and I'm actually going to pin up and through this way, so my pin will be going that way into my hair so that the braids don't slip backwards over the day. It then also leaves this free for me to manipulate a little bit to get a bit of volume. Then I'm going to place this braid over the top of my band to get a little bit of volume. You can see how it bumps it up, and then tuck it underneath this one so I get a bump on both sides. And again, I'm going to be pinning lengthwise underneath. Once my braids are sitting where I want, I actually pin through the bands at the end of the braid to try and secure it in place. That is one reason why using the bands rather than bobby pins I think works a little bit better, because then you can make sure that they don't slip out. As you can see, it's already escaped over here. Just gonna try and pin some of these guys down. The more I can get in one go, the better. You can get all pedantic about these if you want to and like pin them down or use some pomade, but I'm not really that worried about them, to be honest. I like it to look like a natural hairstyle, so I'm just gonna run with it. Now, I only have giant hair flowers, but it would be really cute with a small set of hair flowers just here. And if I had some, I would put them in, but I don't. So I'm just gonna have to make do, or maybe I'll put them on the side. I do like me some hair flowers. So that is look number 1. The second look I'm going to do is actually one that you may have seen if you follow me on Instagram, and if you don't, guys, why not? And it is like a faux kind of 60s, 50s bang Audrey kind of look, where I create fake bangs out of the ends of my hair. And this is like absolute go-to for a pinup hairstyle because it looks like you put a lot more effort in than you actually did. The first thing you need to do is brush all your hair forward because you're going to create a ponytail right at the very front of your hair. Once your hair is brushed forward, you're going to create a ponytail right on your hairline here. And then you're going to create a loop, like a really easy kind of quick bun, but that loop is going to go backwards. So usually you would leave this part of your hair at the back and tuck it underneath. Instead, you're actually going to do your loop this way. So I'm going to put my ponytail at the front, see? And create my loop like so. I'm going to give myself about that much. So you can already see like I'm getting like a little faux fringe here. So I'm going to just tighten that. I'm going to worry about this afterwards. I'm just going to start arranging my fringe where I want it. So I'm just going to come forward so you guys can see. I'm actually going to put some pomade on because my ends are very dry at the moment. I'm in desperate need of a trim, excuse me, while I like eke my top down. It's not like the perfect top for this process. This is the pomade that I use. I'm just going to work that into my ends. You may or may not need to do this. It's just my trick to get my ends to do what I want without having to like curl them or anything. And I'm going to give them a brush. And then I actually turn mine a little bit sideways and spread them out like so. And I like to get this bit and like sit it over the top of the bangs so you can't tell so much that it is the ends of the hair. Just going to brush some of these bits up the back here, make it look a bit more respectable. Let's get those sprayed down. And let's get this bun under control. I'm quite okay with it being kind of a messy bun. It doesn't bother me. As I say, quick and easy hairstyle. The fringe is really the focus anyway. And then you can always hide. If like me today, you haven't done a perfect job of pulling the loop through so that it's even, you can make the dodgy side look good with a hair flower. Because hair flowers fix everything. And what is a pinup do without a hair flower anyway? So that is look number 2. And the final look is my swirly bangs look that I actually posted a really long time ago on Instagram and asked you guys if you wanted a tutorial for, so it's about time I showed you how to do it. This is kind of my Flintstones hairdo, like my 50s Flintstones hairdo, which I kind of love. It is very pin-uppy. It's not kind of like an authentic vintage look, I don't think. It has kind of a 50s Barbie feel, but I love it, and it's great to chuck in on days where maybe I'm not like authentic vintage, but I'm a bit more pin-uppy. So I hope you like this one too. For this, I like to split my bangs into like a triangle shape at the front here. It almost worked out perfectly. And I'm just going to section that off. And then I'm going to put this into a really high ponytail right at the point where that V ends. Everybody's at the record house, rocking at the record house. Now you can do a number of things. You can make it into a bun, you could leave it a ponytail and curl the ends like a Barbie hairdo. I am literally going to be super lazy and just do a loop and keep those bits around to the front so that I can use them to make the hair look nice. So I'm going to fan it out and then use this hair to cover the hairband. I like to call this my Bamm-Bamm hair because this part reminds me of the Flintstones. I'm literally just going to pin that down like that. Hence why I said it's more of a pin-up hairdo than an authentic vintage one, but I always found this to be really fun. I think it's a fun hairdo. So that is all I do to the back section. Obviously I add a bit of hairspray to it, and then let's deal with this front bit. So you're kind of going to do a suicide roll, but with much less effort. Actually like to spray a bit onto these baby hairs at the front that I have and incorporate them up and in now before they get too out of control. I like to pull the bangs off to the side and start a loop. Make sure those ends are tucked inside and start rolling up. Once I get to here, I start to fan my bangs out a bit. And the trick is to try and keep this loop tight enough that you don't end up with a gap here. Like so. And you see I've got a little swirl ending up over here. And I'm just going to pin it all flat, so I've got like this little kind of faux bang created out of my roll. No teasing or anything required. And I like to pin up and through and in here. You might see the pin a little bit. I've never been amazing at hiding pins, I'm not going to lie. But, you know, again, quick and easy, guys, that is the aim. And then I spray the living daylights out of it so it does not move, because it's just relying on that one pin to keep it in place. You gotta spray, guys. You gotta spray. And that is look number 3. Bamm-Bamm hair. I like calling it Bamm-Bamm hair. I don't even think that's the correct character, but whatever. Bamm-Bamm hair. Anyway guys, I hope you liked this video. I hope you liked the 3 looks. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to click that little notification bell and to subscribe so you know when my videos come out. And come and join the Vintage Tips and Tricks Facebook group, as well as follow me on Instagram. I do really regular posts on Instagram, so if you're wanting a little bit more in the way of vintage tips and tricks in between the YouTube videos that I post, head on over to Instagram. I do mini tutorials in IGTV, and also sometimes I'll chuck mini tutorials up straight onto my Instagram profile as well. So if you'd like to see that and outfit ideas, etc., come on over and follow me. Anyway guys, until the next video, bye.